Let's take a big breath together.
We need it. I think you need it.
If you're driving, wherever you are, I think we started by saying we're overwhelmed and underwhelmed all rolled into one.
Big inhale. Out through your mouth.
And then I talked to you about asking if you knew what the yoga tiger breath was, the fire breath.
Yeah. She goes, do you know what a tiger, like with your chest? And I'm like, what in the hell are you doing? There's a tiger breath.
It's not part of your shavasana.
Okay.
It's like when you're in the middle of a pose and you're trying to rally the fire in your lungs and your heart, you're like, oh, and you're supposed to stick your tongue out. When I've done it before, I feel like a chimp.
We need to do, I think when we're together next, we should go out and do a yoga class.
100%.
Yeah. Speaking
100%.
of, we just booked our next girls trip.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, April
and I feel
Venice.
Like that April in Venice, California.
Yes.
And I feel y'all should come with us.
Yes.
Pack up your bags.
Yes.
Us ladies need some mimosas and a breath.
Yeah. But it does feel like a little ways away. So you and I talk, I think we're going to do like a Denver trip between now and then.
Having a long distance friendship is amazing because you're like, it's hard.
It's hard. And you go, it's amazing.
It's amazing.
I like half the time I just want to be like, I wish you were across the street and I could just like grab a bottle of wine and walk over and be like, guess what happened today?
100%. But we have to be so intentional on our communication and our friendship and all that, and, planning things. But also we maximize so hard when we're together that when I say bye, I'm like, see ya in 2 months, bitch. And I can't wait. Like I'm good for another couple months. Like, we make the hard memories.
Yeah. 100%.
But yeah, next one booked. It's sealed.
I know. Oh, I can't wait. I'm so excited. And in Cali, which is like our favorite place.
And Venice.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do we do there? I know there's Muscle Beach, right? We can go work out maybe on the beach with all the boys in tank tops and big trapezius muscles and,
no necks,
things like that. But
I say we do a yoga class for sure. Cause I need to find a place that does this like tiger breathing.
100%. But also it must be West Coast.
I've told like 4 different people. They're like, how was your trip last time? Like our last girls trip. And I was like, absolutely amazing. I was like, we got there. Like I had half a day. And the one full day that we were there, we literally went brunch to the next brunch place, to the next brunch place, to the next brunch place, shopped, started happy hour, dinner, drinks after. Like it was just like a nonstop. Oh my God, it was so fun.
In one place, the waiter's like, can I take your order? And we were like, we'll have 3 coffee flights, which had like 6 like coffee samplers and a round of bacon for everybody. And he was like,
and a Bloody Mary.
And a Bloody Mary. And he was like, what's happening here? And we're like, we're brunch hopping. But what an epic order. Can I get a coffee flight, bacon, and a mimosa? Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Period.
Done.
But it'll be great because when we get to see people and get to do all these things, like you do have to be so intentional with that friendship.
Yeah.
Like you have to put in the time. You and I have to, okay, if we have something to talk, FaceTime. If you want to catch up, we have to call, where a lot of the times with some friends, I'll chat with you soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh. Can't everybody just have long distance friends like us?
I know.
But that's what I'm saying. Ladies, pack your bags. We're going to Venice. Y'all are invited. I think we should do some behind the scenes yumminess.
Yes.
Like, I think that we should intentionally, like, if you've become part of this mullet family and you're still, we got one DM. I don't know if I shared it with you. And a girl still says something like, again, I love you too. I'm here for this. I still don't know what this is all about. and I'm like, go check out our pages because we're bringing the joy back. We're bringing the fun, uplifting, all that. And I think that if you could come along as a fly on the wall on one of our girls' trips, it would make more sense. Like what would you find out? Oh, are you kidding me? I don't have time.
Allie's about to burn the place down.
I'm about to burn.
I'm telling you.
I'm going to burn the ship. calling me while I'm doing a podcast?
Don't you know we're on a podcast? Should we do one of the mullet 5 or something today?
Oh my gosh, do you have anything prepared? I did want to talk about one thing. It is a current
Tell me.
topic.
Okay.
I don't know if you've even seen this, but I'd love your take on it. You know the golfer Tiger Woods.
Yes.
Have you seen what's happened in the news?
No, because all I know about Tiger Woods is that he's the golfer Tiger Woods.
Right.
Okay.
So he's playing in a big tournament. And again, don't come at us. I'm not a big, like, it's not like I know all this golf terminology, but
don't come at us.
Don't come at us, Tiger Woods fans. But he's playing in some big tournament. And the guy he's playing against, I guess, chips a shot, shanks a putt. I don't know. I'm using all the
messes up.
Messes up.
Okay.
And he hands him a tampon.
Tiger hands the guy a tampon?
As if to say, like, you shoot like a girl. And it's like a big hullabaloo online. Like, people are weighing in. They have lots of thought about it. They're like, well, like, that's offensive.
Are they mad at Tiger? Or are they?
Yeah. Well, I mean, part of me is like, I get it if you are, if you are just kind of a bunch of bros or girlfriends. I'm sure if we're together, maybe you say something, but if you're a big celebrity with a ton of cameras on you, I don't think handing a tampon and making some sort of statement like, hey, you're shooting like a girl, here's a tampon. Maybe the guy bleeds. I don't know. Maybe they're buddies and he knows something we don't know.
See, and I can dissect both sides and understand both sides. Like, I would understand where there's probably this whole group of women that are like, how dare he? And then I understand, like, probably being there in the heat of the moment where he would do that, and I would probably laugh my ass off. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Where it's like, I don't even think I could pick a side.
His publicist is losing the job.
Oh,
like,
for
like
sure.
Someone's getting fired. Who handed him the tampon? Who went out and bought the tampon?
Or you think he had it in his pocket the whole time? Like, he was like, I have this joke that I'm sitting on. And the first person that fucks up, I'm going to hand him a tampon.
Terrible joke.
Terrible
joke.
Something like that.
I get it. But again, maybe, I don't know. Maybe he bleeds. Maybe it's his best buddy and he knows something we don't. And he's like, listen, I got your back. Here's a tampon.
Also not our business.
Not our business. I just thought it was funny. I was like,
that's
when you hear things like this in the sports world, and I'm like, are we taking a jab at women? Come on. Aren't we? We're beyond this, people. The joke isn't funny anymore.
Yeah.
Like, and then there's a part of me that's like, shut up, Tiger. I don't care.
Yeah.
Shut up, Tiger Woods.
I mean, I get I don't know. As a woman, I'm like, it's been there, done that enough for me to be like, okay, like, I'm not offended by it in any way. You know what I mean? But I know that there's probably this whole thing about it. I haven't even seen it. Do you watch the news? Where are you seeing all of these things?
Well, I mean, I'm with teens all the time. So I hear about it.
Yeah.
If it's on a TikTok, if it's on a YouTube clip, if it's on social media in any form, we hear about it.
Yeah. I mean, I live in a bubble, I think.
Well, I'm surrounded by like thousands of kids every single day. So I'm very much up on, who said what and why and who and everything. A big bit of news though.
I'm like, what's the rest of the gossip?
Yeah, what's more tea? This is kind of cool. Drake, who we all love, like Drake is dope. He posted on his social media a clip of one of our local high schools basketball team and the fans
in Vancouver.
Yes. And so it's gone viral and all this sort of stuff. And like, I like stuff like that where I go, this is cool that a huge celebrity took time to talk about a high school community.
Yeah.
And even though I'm bummed it's not my high school community, like I get it. Could you imagine what if it was about me?
I feel like Drake shared Allie.
What if Drake needs to share me?
Yeah. Just start tagging him and everything.
I know. But how are you really? Tell me though, how are you really?
How are you really? Me, I'm fine. I am fine.
Okay, so I did not believe that. Yeah, so that was really
no. I feel like I mean, no, it's like one of those weeks, where it's like there's 100 different things going on, and none of them are bad. They just all are like stealing your energy and attention and focus 24/7.
Do you sit down at the beginning of the week and plan your week?
Yeah, I do. I know. Did you want me to say?
Now I'm covered.
I wing it.
I do. I do. I'm like, let's cross our fingers and hope for the
I
best.
know. No, I sit down every Monday and like the first 15 minutes of my day is like, okay, like is syncing up my phone calendar to my paper calendar and making sure it's all written out. But I like that's how I function the best, I think. But I don't know. Like I went to see baby Joey today and I
Well,
took
okay, pause,
Archie
pause,
with
pause,
me.
pause. For anybody that doesn't know, because people could get
I
it
have a
confused.
baby.
And then people are like, she's pregnant, she has a baby, she's named it Joey. And then it's a whole thing. Who is Joey and what is this thing to you?
Joey is a horse.
Yeah.
He was born on September 1st, 2022. So he's what is he? What sign is he? Is
What's
he a
his rising?
Libra?
I don't know.
Oh
What's his
my
rising?
God, is he a Libra?
Then
I've
you can't
already,
have him then because we've
oh,
already blocked.
I've already blocked out Libraman. I'm gonna have to look that up. September 1st, 2022 is his birthday. He is a horse. So his mom was rescued from a kill pen, like a kill lot. I know. So her and another Mustang were rescued, and the one was pregnant, and they didn't know when they rescued her. So they had a baby, and he was born. So he would have been like, which makes me so sad to think about. Like, yeah. So they rescued him, and I just adopted him, and I just found out like 2 days ago the paperwork was all done and signed, and so he's officially mine. But I
What's
named
the
him. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, what's the vision with Joey? Is it that you're riding through fields of grass? Are you just going to visit him at the stable? Is he your
Yeah.
like what is the horse keeping vision?
Yeah. Well, I have visions of like, I was literally driving through Denver yesterday being like, I wonder if I could ride him all the way down. Like, could I ride him to like the
Home?
grocery store?
You'd ride him
Like,
home?
can I, like, where can I actually ride him? But he lives, where they are keeping him now is like 45 minutes from my house. So I've been going like 1 or 2 times a week and driving that 45-minute drive to like visit him. And officially on March 1st, he has to be out of that spot. So like in 4 days, he's going to be moved up to the ranch where I do riding lessons now. I know, which is like 5 minutes away. And I'm so excited because I can go see him like anytime, any day, all the things. So he'll be boarded at this ranch and they feed him and do all the things and clean his poo and scoop his poo and all the things. And I'll continue to do lessons up there like twice a week. And you can't ride them until they're like 2 to 3. So it'll be like 2 or 3 years before I can actually ride him, but I'll just work with him and all of this stuff. But I get a lot of questions. They're like, are you going to take him when you move to California? And I'm like, yes, I am.
Oh,
If
once Joey is in the fam, he's in the fam.
he's, I'll never let go.
Isn't that a line from
I'll never let
Titanic?
go. Yes.
I'll never let go. That's Rose.
I'll
Rose
never
and
let
Jack.
go. Yeah.
Oh,
So he'll be with me in California. I don't know. Somebody asked that the other day and I posted on Instagram this like reel of like a horse riding down the beach and the girls like standing on him, flying down the beach. And I'm like, yep, that's what I want. I want to be able to just ride him whenever I want and take him wherever I want and play with
this
him
is
whenever I
the
want.
power of vision because I
Yeah.
don't know if you remember this, but you and I were driving and you and I again were maybe in some emotional turmoil. And and we were saying, I was talking to you about like, okay, well, what's the next thing that we want to do? Or what do you want to do? And you turned to me and you were like, listen, I haven't shared this with anyone, but I think I want to ride horses again. Do you remember this? We
I
were
do.
driving through
Yeah.
that part of Denver that's like, it's just big open fields. And I was like, what? Ride
You
horses
go
again?
horses?
Horses? Horses? What do you mean by that? But I don't know if people know this, but you grew up around horses. Like this is
Yeah.
kind of like it's a 360 bringing you back to your roots kind of vibe.
It's like an inner child thing that I had to kind of, I think, tap into a little bit. You know what I mean? Where it was like, I was in such a dark space then where I was in that headspace of like, okay, and I had no hobby, no joy, no fun, no anything was going on. And it was this moment of like, when do I remember just like having a smile on my face and being like completely and totally disconnected? And the image of me at like 9 years old riding horses through the woods like kept popping up in my brain. So that's where it was like,
Like that's your highest self.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like yet again, that's your highest self talking. We
Yeah.
talked about this on the last episode, I think. And that is so amazing because I think that that's part of like such deep connection, like you and animals, anybody. I don't understand people that don't connect with animals.
No,
Block me. You and I cannot be friends.
Unfriended.
Unfriended.
But it's also this, like, I feel sometimes like I have this like animal voice, and you've heard it. Like I talk to Archie Archie. Like I talk to him in such an awkward way, and I find myself like talking to Joey that way, and I find myself like kissing Joey on the face and I'm just like, is this normal? Like, is the way I behave with animals like, normal?
I love you so deeply.
So deeply. Like I would step in front of a train for you. You know what I mean? Like just such an unconditional love because they give that love right back. And it's just, I don't know, something about horses. They're just so giant and powerful and majestic, but then you like are around them a lot and you're like, this is like a big fucking dog. Like they're just like big dogs.
But anytime I've been around a horse, I'm also very intimidated because I'm like, you're a huge animal with a face 4 times the size of mine. And are you like, horses intimidate me a bit.
Yeah.
And I think that there's something about calming yourself down. Like, so
it's an energy thing.
Like it is fully an energy thing because I'm bringing into the space panic, worry, nervousness. And I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
Yeah. One of my first, like riding lessons, like for the first 6 months, I didn't even ride the horse. It was all doing like groundwork and energy work. And I would like, I showed up to the lesson and he was like asking me all these questions. And I was like, yeah, and this and this and this and this and this. And very quickly I was like, oh, I actually don't know shit. And everything I knew when I was 9 was like not the stuff. You know what I mean? So it was a lot of like being on the ground with the horse and like me carrying myself in a certain way, which made the horse like walk or trot or can't like, or go a certain pace. And then I would slow down and the horse would slow down. Like it was such like a interesting, I don't know. I'm just fascinated by it. So I'm just,
I wonder if we can gallop on horses on the beach in Venice. Is this the thing?
We should look into horse riding on the beach. I've seen you. It has to be there. They have to have
definitely.
It.
I've ridden a horse in Mexico.
Okay.
I know that. I've never seen it in California, but it's got to be a thing.
Has to be.
Big open beach front. These horses.
Well, I don't know if it's in Venice because Venice is like the populated, like.
Well, yeah, everyone's on
selling shit on. Yeah.
Roller skates and they're high on mushrooms. Like they'd be like a fucking horse. These guys would like go crazy down in Venice.
Oh my God. That would be
tripping out on a horse. Yeah. I'll ride it. How much?
We just start collecting money and be like $5.
$5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody's
$5, 5 minutes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I know.
Well, should we do a mullet 5?
We can. I don't have any handy. Like I remember, we were going to do breakfast. We were going to do partner turnoffs, which would be entertaining. Things in your purse. Oh yeah. Things in your purse was a one I kind of remember actually.
Let's do, I've got it because I know that you could do it on the fly. And actually there is only one thing for you for this one. Like you will just have your top
one answer.
One answer. I'll be like, no, you need 5. And you're going to be like, no, this is just the top answer. But let's do our top 5 breakfasts.
Okay. You think you know my top 5 breakfasts. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. The mullet 5 top breakfast items for you and I. Coming in hot at number 5. I'm going to go first.
Now, this is going to be hard to go backwards.
But we went over this before.
I know.
Have an issue with the number system.
I think I'm just.
Do you want to just go for number 1? Do you want to say like, this is just the best one? You have to keep the people wanting more.
You're right.
Like,
You're right. I'm like, what else is there to eat though? 1? What else is there to eat? Okay, go ahead.
Well, I'm coming in number 5 with a salmon Benny.
Ew.
No,
that's
stop.
Definitely a number 5.
It is in a top 5.
Number salmon, 1. I hate salmon.
Okay, sorry, logging off. Beep.
Bye.
Sorry, this is over. Beep. We should put our mullets on. We can't do a top 5 without our
backtrack.
Back up. And then we're talking about how you don't like salmon.
Who likes it?
3, 2, 1, mullet.
Ooh, the hoops look good with the mullet.
Oh, yeah, I know. Put the whole thing together.
Yeah.
Put the whole
Hoops
look today.
nice.
Put the whole look today, darling. The mullet is looking fresh today.
Mine
Now,
was a little lopsided.
let's pause for you not appreciating salmon. It is the best
Okay.
protein / healthy fat you could possibly, the omegas coming out of a salmon.
I didn't say it wasn't unhealthy.
You don't have salmon sushi?
If it's in sushi, I'll eat it. But that's the only situation. I would never, ever, ever go to a restaurant if I were on the coast, if I were inland, if I were in anywhere and order salmon. I just don't like the taste. I think it's so fishy. And I am not a seafood person. I like sushi and I like lobster and I like very white fish.
I've broken out into a mild sweat in my mustache area because this is causing me a lot of stress. Fine.
I don't like it. Okay. Anyway, you're number 5.
Number 5 is the salmon Benny with some capers and some delicious sauce. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I would put a Benedict of any kind on my last option.
Okay, fine.
I just, you know what I mean? It's like, I love a good English muffin. I love a good yolk. The sauce freaks me out a little bit. Period.
Okay, go for number 4.
Number 4. Number 4 on my top 5 breakfast. I'm gonna go with like a Denver omelet.
An omelet?
You
Are you
like
my
omelets?
dad? Are you my dad? Are you my dad?
I
when
love
I'm like
omelets.
flipping an omelet. And I was like, Dad, I don't want an omelet. We're making omelets today. I was like, ugh. Are you putting
I love omelets.
What's in an omelet? What's in your omelet?
I like a good 3 egg. I like some cheddar cheese, mozzarella even. I like some feta on top. I love all the meats in the middle, all the meats.
Okay.
And then sandwich it, right?
Okay. I get that. Fine. Number 4 for me, we're going to head some carbs. And this could be controversial, but I'm going to say a cinnamon roll.
Okay. I'm here for that.
A cinnamon roll with a good latte.
With a latte.
Well, it all comes part and parcel. I want a cinnamon bun with a latte, extra icing.
I had what was the name of it? It was like I think it was a cinnamon roll latte. Like a weekend or 2 ago I was out for brunch and it was like a cinnamon and I was like, with oat milk, please. And it was delicious.
Yeah, now I'm sweating for good reasons.
I know. Well, what did we have? What was the flavor of latte we had here?
Marshmallow.
Toasted marshmallow.
And it was fucking delicious.
So good. When you come back in Denver, we're getting a toasted marshmallow latte. Yeah. I'm gonna what am I on? Number 3?
Could be. Yeah, let's go 3. Yeah, because you went omelet. Go ahead. 3. Top 3.
Number 8, I'm gonna say no, number 3. I'm gonna see your cinnamon roll and turn it into a pancake. A cinnamon roll pancake.
Agreed. I'll see your number 3 with a pancake for sure, 100%. But I'm curious to know if your number 2 is a waffle, because do you put a waffle before the pancake?
I would put French toast before the pancake.
Cheers. I'm with you. We are back together. Walk out.
French toast party.
French toast. With all the shit on top.
All the shit on it. All the powdered sugar.
Yes.
Do you remember Snooze when we would go to Snooze here in Denver? They have like pancakes of the day.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
We go to breakfast and order sides. So we'll order our meal, Raina and I, we'll be like, can we have, a Benny or eggs and toast or whatever with a side of French toast?
Yes. With a side of your double Dutch almond crusted, powdered, sugared French toast.
Stop
Thank you.
flirting with me. Stop flirting with me. Yes. All that. Number 1,
I think breakfast is my love language.
No, it is. It is. Without a doubt, breakfast is the one that I could eat all the time.
Yeah.
But number 1.
Number 1, I think it's yours
too.
I
do know.
Okay.
Yeah, it is mine too. That's what I'm like. There is no other number.
Mullets hit hard with the avocado toast. Oh,
sourdough.
On sourdough. With a side of bacon.
1, 2, 3.
Sourdough.
Avocado.
French toast. Avocado toast. Sourdough avocado toast with an egg on top
on top.
and bacon on the side.
You have our hearts. That's it.
Hands down, best breakfast.
And we could be at a place with 9 million options and we will still be like, do you have sourdough with avocado and an egg on top? Please.
And you know what? I don't think like it's just, in the last 5 years or so, I started eating sourdough. But prior to that, I'm like, I never asked for sourdough at a restaurant. Like it was not even on my radar then.
And we were out with another friend who was like, I don't think I like sourdough. And you and I it hurt our hearts a bit, but I felt like we talked her into it. We were like, we need you to go. You guys don't go
store bought.
No, you need to go to farmers markets. You need to make it your own, get your own starter kits. Yep. Sourdough is the bomb.
Yep.
Slap on the butter.
Yep.
There it is.
I don't even think it's sour anymore. Like that's what she was saying is it's got this like taste. And I'm like, I don't even taste that. Like if it's good quality, I don't think it tastes like sour.
So your job, Mullet Fam Jam, is to make your top 5 of the breakfast foods that you swear by. And go ahead, agree, disagree. Let's have a convo, slide into our DMs. We want to know how you're feeling about this. But that's definitely, I think that you and I are in alignment. Yeah, well, it is. And we're coming in hot for 1, 2, 3. Big disagreement on the omelets and the avocado, the avocado bacon. The salmon
is salmon Benny. Like,
what about a cedar plank salmon?
Hard pass on all salmon. I have never been a fan.
I feel like
you ordered that when we were in Vancouver on that girls' night, didn't you? You ordered like a salmon, and I was like, I'm gonna have a T-bone steak.
You did.
I'd have a beef T-bone steak.
And the girl was like, we have a, I don't know, 6 ounce, 8 ounce, 12. And Raina's like
24.
Yeah.
You got a 24-ounce back there? I'll have that.
Can you double that, please?
Yeah. There's this audio that I want to do so bad that's a reel. And it's this, I think it's the guy that's on Parks and Rec, but it's like them going through a drive-through and he orders something, like it's a big meal. And she goes, sir, that's for families. And he goes, I know what I'm about, woman. That's how I feel every time I order at any restaurant. They're like, really, you're going to eat this? I'm like, I know what I'm about.
And you can come back and when my plate is clean, you can give me a high five and a nod.
I have a hard time not finishing plates.
Oh no, you clean your plate. 100% you do.
No leftovers.
Nope, zero. We are known to take to-go boxes. Like and they when they're like, hey, can we package this up? And you're like, yeah, sure. But it's 4 crumbs.
Yeah.
You're wasting your box.
Sure. I've got 1 shrimp left.
Sure. Toss it in the box. Toss it in a box. Can I tell you though, yet again, I like to switch gears quickly. Before we wrap up, I need to tell you a very awkward moment that happened last night.
Oh, tell me. I love your awkward moments.
So my husband and I are watching a Netflix show and there happens to be a sexy scene.
Wait, a sexy one?
Yeah, it was like, we were both like, whoa, look at the camera angles.
Wow. Okay.
Right. Think Outlander. And it was just hot and steamy, definitely boobs showing. Like it was the whole meal deal.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, because we're both very much invested in this show, we were not listening for our oldest child who was creeping down the stairs and a peeky poo. And so she's watching, and then all of a sudden, right as like there's like moaning and there's a whole bunch of like I don't know, dirty sex words. Anyways, and we're not watching porn, but it was a whole thing. It's like, anyway.
What show is it?
Game of Thrones.
Okay.
So there we go. Okay.
Yeah.
So Game of Thrones, we're watching the whole thing. Now it sets the tone. My daughter comes down. She's like, I can't sleep. And I'm confused at what you're watching. And Ben's like pausing it. But of course you're trying to pause. And it's like now a frozen picture of like, time. And I'm totally like scooping her up under my arms. And I was like, did you bring your stuffy bunny? Let's go upstairs. Mommy would love to snuggle with you.
You just act like it's not a big deal.
Yeah, not a big deal. There's nothing to see here. Excuse us, coming through. And Ben is like trying to find the off switch. And so I go and I lay her down. I tuck her back into bed. And she looks at me and she says, Mommy, I'm a bit worried about the girl that was on the TV. She looked like she was in pain. I was like, no, baby. No, baby. She was
No,
not.
baby.
No, baby. She was not in pain. She's fine. And so I'm like, she's living her best life. It's
Yeah.
just actress.
Sometimes pleasure looks like pain.
You'll know when you're older.
Yeah.
So
Oh
yeah,
my
it was
God.
super awkward. We came down, I came back downstairs and my husband and I were dying laughing. And I'm sure everybody like, I'd rather her walk in on us watching some sort of TV show than walking
Yeah.
on us doing the bump and ugly. So like, I don't need,
That's fair.
I don't, yeah, it was a whole
Oh,
situation. And I know
I'm
there's gonna
thinking
be,
of you.
well, there's gonna be follow-up questions.
Yeah.
So I don't want to,
I'm surprised you didn't get 100 questions then.
well, I dodged the bullet. I put her right back to sleep with her fluffy bunny. And then today I went to work right away. So she was like, Mommy, I'm like, bye.
No time for
No time for questions.
conversation.
No
Oh,
time.
we're gonna have to have a follow-up episode of all of her questions.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you've got teens. You've got to be
Yeah,
starting.
but I don't. Oh my God, yeah, I'm having the conversations, but they already know about the things. You know what I mean? I think I've maybe blocked out a lot of when they didn't. Like, I don't know if there was ever a situation that I was in where they were like walking in on something like that.
Oh my God.
I know. Not to make you feel like a bad parent. Like, I'm sure it happened at some point. I think my mind is just like blocked it out.
But did your parents ever walk in on you?
No.
I had an ex-boyfriend and his parents walked in on us. And I dove
How old
over
were
a
you?
couch. I don't know. I was like 19. I dove over a couch because I heard them coming down as if somehow me hiding behind the couch is a better thing. They just need to catch, they know parents, because now I'm a parent. I'm like, I can't wait. I'm going to always be sniffing around, ready to catch someone. I dove over a couch and hid behind it. And as the parents
it's my
came down,
nightmare.
because they saw me come into the house.
Yeah, no, that's my nightmare. Kenzie's almost 17 and I still have like a door cracked rule and I still like knock and I'm like, oh God, 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 oh God. It was like creep around. You know what I mean? It's just like, I can't handle it.
Promise me every time you go into the bedroom to check on her and her boyfriend, you have the mullet wig and sunglasses and you just peer around the corner and be like, what you guys doing?
It's just like
yeah. Because then at least maybe there's some humor to it.
Yeah.
Oh
that
my
way,
God.
if I see it, it's through the mullet glasses, which changes my entire outlook. Yes.
Everything.
100%. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So girls trip to Venice, top 5 breakfast items.
Yeah.
My daughter caught some sexy images, whatever. Let's move on. Okay.
Moving on.
Dive into our DMs, our dear friends, mullet listeners. How do you deal with these kind of conversations? Do you have a top 5 for breakfast items? Tag us, share it, all the good stuff.
Unless avocado toast is not on your list, and then just
and if you don't like animals, unfollow. Unfollow.
I'll share a picture of baby Joey.
Oh yeah, share one picture.
I will.
Come on. Do that. Check us out on Instagram or YouTube. You can see baby Joey.
Yes.
Yay.
Have a great day, mullet fam. Good week.
Night. No, it's not night.
It's not.
Why am I saying night?
You're tired.
I am. I'm exhausted and I'm still at work and I have a mullet on and there's teenagers in the back. Night.
Happy summer break.
But that was too low. That was a sexy night. I'm so sorry, everybody. Night, everybody.
Night.